YouTube, how the fuck you doing? Hey guys, Nadeshot today. I'm bringing a brand new video. I am so excited for the adventure we are about to embark on today. I have Brooke, I have Ray, and I have Spencer. You're gonna hear a little bit more about him in just a moment. For the first time ever on the 100 Thieves YouTube channel, we are playing a tabletop RPG. Now, for anybody that doesn't know Spencer, he is one of our producers and he's also a professional game designer, and he's gonna be running the show for us.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
I've been informed today that there is no winner and there is no loser.
No, this. I mean, you can die.
Yeah, you can die.
You can die.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wait, hold
So you might lose.
You might.
I mean,
could,
you can.
Oh, you
here's the-
could be a loser.
You could lose. Yeah.
Yeah. If
I
we
don't like
just-
the way she said that. We're essentially going to be creating our own world, our own universe inside the Cyberpunk universe.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
We're gonna be creating our own Cyberpunk universe inspired by 100 Thieves.
Okay, I'm actually very excited. I came in a little low energy, but now the cameras are on, I'm excited to try my first tabletop RPG. Now, just as a reminder, if you guys haven't noticed, this video is sponsored by Coke Energy. We've been filming a ton of videos. We have to keep the energies high, and Coke Energy allows us to do that, get through our work, create these incredible videos, and it's been a part of my daily routine for quite some time now. We love you, Coke Energy. All right, let's get started.
So the first thing we're gonna do is set up. I'm gonna read a prologue for us, and I'm gonna have you make choices about the world that we're
Perfect.
in.
Oh, I'm actually
I'm so excited. I am.
This ain't even for
It's
the
really
video.
fun.
I'm actually getting kind of excited.
Yeah, I've
Good, I'm
never
so
done
glad.
this. So
I hate
like,
explanations,
It's really
but this
fun.
is the only explanation I'm here to listen to. Come on.
Neon lights flicker off wet pavement. Glints of metal and mech are exchanged hurriedly in cloaked alleyways. Welcome to the city of, and you're gonna make our choice here, Halogen, Trust, Neonova, Cortex, New Boston, or Keystroke. Which one jumps out to you as the name of it?
Neonova.
Neonova,
Sounded really
okay.
cool.
Nova, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like,
You guys like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to the city of Neonova.
Oh, that's so cool.
Super cool.
I like that.
Here, holographic advertisements stretch up the sides of massive skyscrapers like giant cinema screens, bathing the city in a constant glow. Most of these advertisements belong to one of the biggest corporations here. You're gonna choose the name of the big mega corporation here.
The mega corporations
Yeah.
we don't like.
Yeah, the ones we're
It's
up
like
against.
Ready Player One.
Exactly.
Bad guys.
So, Holistic Enterprises,
Doesn't sound evil enough.
Entropy Incorporated, Imperium Communications, Humanity LLC, or Kind, capital K-I-N-D Corporation.
Imperium Communications.
Imperium Communications
Yeah.
it is. Most of these advertisements belong to one of the biggest corporations here, Imperium Communications. One may be tempted to ask what they do, but it might be better to ask what they don't. They and the other mega corporations here own this city, top to bottom, including the thing most people know this place for, the web of transport tubes, army of androids, sky dome above the city, international air docks, mansions atop skyscrapers, or body swap booths.
Let's do Army of Androids.
Okay, great.
What was that face? What would you prefer?
Oh, I heard body swap boots.
Yeah.
What was that?
Can we,
What is that?
We can do both.
Let's-
We can have both in the world.
all right, I
Wait,
also
what is
want
it?
a web of transport tubes. I
Okay.
think is really cool
Hey, let's
too.
circle the
And
ones we
body
like.
swaps.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we got.
swap.
You picked
Swaps.
androids?
An
Yeah,
Army
hey.
of Androids? Yeah.
Yeah, what are we playing iRobot? Like,
No, it's like Detroit Become
You know
Human.
what? It's your opinion. You're allowed to have it.
We have a web of transport tubes that are all throughout the city. We have an army of androids that's sort of keeping everybody in line, and we have body swap booths that if you're rich enough, if you have enough money, you can go into one of these booths and change bodies with somebody. Private security officials patrol the streets, hunting for defectors and violators, hunting for people like us. We are 100 Thieves, an underground syndicate made up of anonymous freedom fighters standing up against the tyranny of a fascist corporate regime. For one reason or another, we've each been chosen to take up the mantle of a thieves mask, a mask that provides us a new identity, scrambles surveillance systems to protect that identity, and imbues us with unique abilities that help us to continue to fight another day. Our headquarters, the Thieves Den, is hidden in, you're gonna make this choice, a nightclub, a hotel, a restaurant, a theater, a vehicle dealership, a casino, or a storefront. Where do we have our headquarters located?
Casino?
I'm down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I feel like
Casino?
that sounds the coolest.
Yeah.
And on
It's like-
top of that,
Yeah.
there's so many
Yeah.
parts of casinos that you can't
Yeah.
go into.
Our headquarters, the Thieves Den, is hidden in a casino. It's here we gather to trade intel, mend wounds, and prepare for our next mission. So, that's sort of our setup for the world that we're going to play in. We're going to make characters now. I'm going to read you, we have 4 playbooks here, so you'll each get to choose a playbook. So the first playbook is the Cipher. So play the Cipher if you want to hack dangerous machines, gather sensitive information, and turn technology back on its creator. The Ghost, play the Ghost if you want to infiltrate without being seen, lie without getting caught, and
I wanna be the
assassinate
Ghost.
without leaving a trace.
I wanna be the Ghost.
Want to be the Ghost?
I
All
wanna
right.
be the ghost. Yeah. All right.
Next up is the Banger.
Oh, shit.
Play the Banger if you want to take enemies on head first, go in guns blazing, knock down obstacles, and seriously mess some shit up. Damn it. You want that?
No, I want to be ghost.
I'm leaning towards that one.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I like that.
Can I be the tech one?
Yeah, Cipher. Yeah. So, based on that, y'all are gonna get some dope thieves masks. So these are your mask that you wear when you're trying to hide your identity while we're doing these missions. And it's sort of like Jarvis, where it has a mind of its own, right? Like it helps you to do stuff when you activate it. These are basically like your big ultimate during the game.
I mean, obliterate sounds very tempting.
Take it if that's what you're, if that's what you're drawn towards.
Yeah, I'd like to conceal.
Conceal, great.
I
You're
want to
taking
be
veil.
veil. No lie, you can make any choice you want. I would say just because how awesome that mask is on
really
Prophecy.
like the mask.
Prophecy is a sick
I
name
think I'm
too.
gonna do prophecy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a pretty good team.
Yeah, this is sick.
You
think we're
can
stacked.
you can take care of the damage. You'll take
Yeah.
care of the hacking. I'll do some sneaking around. And we'll figure it out.
Okay, so all of that being said, are there any questions so far? Pretty straightforward, yeah?
I mean, I think you know what.
We'll get it as we go.
Credit to you, Spence. I think you've actually done a pretty good job explaining
Yeah.
this. I'm pretty sure I understand everything, but we might have some questions.
You ask questions, I'll let you know. I designed this system, so this is like.
You designed this game.
Yes.
That's wild, bro. Your brain works another way.
So this is.
we gotta hang out.
So this is like what I love and what I do. So like you hit me up with any questions and
Great.
we'll make it happen.
Cool, man.
All right, go ahead and flip back to the front of your character
We're
sheet.
gonna design our character.
My birth name is Blythe Soto. My mask is Prophecy. I am slim, lanky, young. I wear streetwear sneakers, baggy clothes, glasses, beanie, clearly. Somebody you care for deeply recently found themselves in imminent danger because of a job you messed up on, and now they've vanished. Who are they and who do you suspect might be responsible for their disappearance? So, my older sister has vanished, and I suspect Imperium Communications has something to do with it.
Do you have a name you want for her? Should we make one up?
Let's just make one up.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's name her Lily.
Lily. Yeah.
Does that work? Okay,
Love it.
older sister Lily.
My birth name is Kakashi Zoldyck. I'm athletic, tattooed, and scarred. My pronouns are he and him. I have a reinforced jumper, military grade Kevlar, and it's also matte black gloves. My background is I used to be a black ops assassin, and I was targeting the most powerful individuals in the world for secret conglomerates.
You're like a mercenary.
I'm a mercenary.
Yeah.
I'm not a mercenary, I'm an assassin.
You're an assassin.
Wow.
All right.
The corporations or the individuals that hired me to take out the targets that they assigned me
Yeah.
are now trying to kill me to keep my secrets
I love
getting
it.
out.
Okay, so you have some high-powered corpse coming after you.
Yeah, and I suspect that Imperium
Yeah.
Communications have set up shell companies to make it seem as if the targets that I were going after were
Right.
from different people and different companies, but it's all just them pulling strings like puppeteer.
I love that, and I love the idea that you, through the jobs you were doing, discovered that all of those companies were actually Imperium.
Absolutely.
Right, and that's why they're now after you.
Absolutely.
My birth name is Flair, and I don't know my last name. My mask is Void, and then my look is slim, athletic, scary, wild, and messy. Apparel, I'm thinking worn jeans, spiked shoulder pads, strapped with bullets, and just a bra, and boots. Really, really.
Bras and boots.
Yeah,
Bras
just
and
really cool. And so my
Literally
background.
riding bras and boots.
So it turns out, I don't know my last name because I was actually adopted by my father, and he is actually the one that hired people to kill me because I'm a threat to his business.
Okay.
So I'm thinking he's like a head lead for like the Imperial.
Imperium?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
your
Like an executive
father.
there.
Yeah, like someone really important.
So I do want to ask you, we need to name your father. I mean, we could do like Benson
I thought Benson.
Benson's
I
pretty
saw
easy.
Benson.
Yeah.
Benson?
Let's do
Okay, we'll do
Benson.
Benson. So we'll say that his name is Benson Blair. That's great. I'm gonna take a minute and I'm just gonna sort of form the beginnings of a story here. So we're gonna start in the middle of the action. We're gonna start in the middle of a mission you all have already been doing. You were hired by an anonymous entity to extract somebody from a place called Darwin Institute. Darwin Institute is a well-known cybernetics testing facility. This is a place where they will pull people from prison, where they will pull people from the streets, and they will just test out new designs on them. You're hired by somebody to go in, grab a person from that testing facility, and get out. But something went wrong, and that's where we're gonna start. Ray, tell me what you all did to get in there. What was the plan when you went in?
We're all going in to get this guy because we think that they're testing on him for a higher power.
Give me the name of this person that you all went in to get, Matt.
Ricardo Sanchez.
Ricardo Sanchez. They give you the name Ricardo Sanchez. When you get there, where are they holding them?
Underground tunnels. You
Okay.
have to go through these underground tunnels.
Love it.
And it's in a cage at the end of these tunnels, but there's a bunch of traps along the way.
Yeah. Okay, so you bypass all those traps. So you sort of get the montage of you bypassing all these
Yeah.
traps and getting in. You get to the cage here, right? You get there, and the person waiting in this cell is a child. It's a child that has the mark of the android. This is somebody that is not human. And you're able to grab him, you're able to go. It's a little bit confusing because you're like, why are we taking this child, right? He's 5 years old. And you go running out of this place. And as you do, the security from Darwin Institute is chasing you. We're gonna cut into the middle of that chase scene. Matt, what are you all driving?
We are driving something similar to the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Love it, okay.
But it's all black, matte black.
Matt Black DeLorean.
And it's not a coupe, it's a sedan, so that we can fit everybody in there.
Is it flying or is it
Oh yeah,
grounded?
absolutely.
Okay.
It's floating.
Here's the image we get, right? There are these transport tubes that twist and turn through the city, and we get the shot of the neon lights, right? Calm, the city calm for just a moment. And then we hear it, the roar of this matte black DeLorean. Boom! It comes by the camera, and we cut, right? We cut to the inside of the cockpit of this thing. We see Kakashi behind the wheel, twisting and turning through these tunnels. I think the cool thing about these tunnels, right, is that there's cars on all sides of the walls, but then the flying cars are in the center. So you have this the cars that drive are all up around the edges. As we sort of see you pass by us, we see what's behind you. There are 3 armored vehicles, floating tanks essentially, that are chasing you down with a big DI on the side for Darwin Institute. There are also 2 drones that have flanked you on either side. And then you hear the of a helicopter somewhere in the distance.
Okay.
What do you all want to do here?
Well, I want to shoot him.
Cinematically, we're thinking about this like a movie, right? Or like a TV show.
Raise out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, and I start
2 legs
shooting
in.
my minigun.
Upper torso out.
I am really trying to avoid hitting the drones because I know
Okay.
that they're hackable. So I'm aiming for. There's 3 cars, right?
Yeah, there's 3 armored vehicles.
I'm just gonna shoot generally
Yeah,
in the
shoot
direction
generally in their
of
direction. Maybe
probably
it'll-
the middle car.
Right, and maybe
you know,
it'll
so
like
it'll spread out.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it'll have them
Yeah.
spread out,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and pick up. That sounds like fight for me, right?
Oh, fight.
Which
Oh,
is what
yeah,
you're good
yeah,
at, and then go ahead and pick up your D4 for your minigun.
Okay.
And roll both of those.
Oh,
This
okay.
sounds like it's gonna be risky, so you're gonna
Oh,
need
okay.
Yeah, because there's other people in the tunnel you could also hit. So you need
Exactly.
to be precise.
So
Okay,
you need
okay.
at least a 7 to be able to succeed.
Okay.
A 10 is a full success. A 7 is a mixed
I'm
success.
pretty lucky, right?
What
Oh!
is that?
10 and 3.
That's a 13. That's a
13.
full success. You're gonna split up these cars,
Yeah,
right? Describe
yeah.
for me how that happens.
Well, I'm shooting with my minigun. I'm aiming at the middle car,
Yeah.
and like the spray of the minigun is just hitting all 3.
Sure.
Right, and they're
We get like
going-
a ping, 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 ping,
Yeah,
ping of
they're
the
going
bullets off the
crazy.
windows. And that one on the right-hand side actually like peels away as you're shooting
Okay.
and misjudges where one of the tunnels is, and whoom, it's off
Oh, it's-
into another tunnel.
Oh, he's
so now
gone.
you got, well, it's gone for now, right?
For
It's
now,
like-
he
yeah, for
might
now.
come back. Okay.
For now, and the 2 sort of like, collect
They're-
themselves and are
okay.
coming back towards you at that point.
Good.
We get a shot of the back seat, which is probably where you are, right?
Yeah.
Describe for me what Ricardo Sanchez is doing back here with you.
Ricardo is chilling. He's kind of looking behind, seeing what Ray is shooting at, but otherwise not really making any motion, nothing like that. Just a little confused, that's all.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm doing my thing, you know. So with the wireless neural interface, is
Yeah.
that a laptop or is that
That's
like,
in your brain.
that's in my brain? Okay.
wow.
You basically have a computer in
Big
your brain
brain.
with Wi-Fi that can connect to all the stuff
What the
around.
heck? You're OP.
I'm OP. Okay, let's go.
So what are you trying to do here?
Okay, definitely want to take out the 2 drones. So I think that's like, since they're on our tail, I think we need to get rid of those and then.
I would
Or you
also,
can-
I would
you can
disagree.
hack
I would
them to use them.
Exactly. I would
Well,
hack the drones.
Hack
so that
the
they
drones so they're
start-
on our side.
Exactly.
Correct. Okay. Cool.
Great, so
we
you're gonna
hack.
try and hack the
Hack
drones.
the
here. Okay,
drones,
so that
yeah.
sounds like it's hack.
Hack, yeah.
And that sounds like it's your wireless neural interface, so go ahead and
Cool.
make that roll.
Okay.
What's the shot here as we do this? Like, how do you look as you're trying to connect to these? Is there something you have to do? Is it, like, are you reaching out your hand? Is it like, describe
Yeah,
the scene
yeah.
for me.
I kind of have to like, it's like in my brain, but it's kind of like a control screen. So I got my hand up, like kind of making
Touching the
motions
air.
as if it was like a touch screen.
Like a UI in the
Yeah,
air.
like I'm, like,
We
doing
get the
that.
shots of you like dragging stuff
Yeah.
across and yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll for me.
No!
What is it?
A 2.
A
She got
2.
one
You got
a 1 and a 1.
1 and a 1.
A 1 and a
Okay.
1.
That's so unlucky.
So what I will say here is you can spend your energy die
Mm-hmm.
to add that value to your roll, but you will get rid of it. So we
Yeah.
can just miss here, and that's okay.
It's
the
just you would
miss,
have to get a 6 to even.
would.
To even have a
even- Yeah,
I
mild
would-
success,
yeah.
so probably
We
just
should
leave it.
miss.
Yeah.
Okay,
miss.
so I'm giving you an energy die because you're choosing to do this miss here.
Cool.
But that means that I get to like have something
Yeah,
bad that
bad.
happens, right?
Yeah,
to me. Great.
So here's what I think is most interesting, right? If you're all flying along, you're all probably looking behind you because these things are the armored trucks are behind you, the drones are on your side, and as you're like sort of distracted with this minigun and with these drones that are on the side, you notice just in time, like you turn the corner on one of these tunnels, and there is a blockade that's been set up in front of you, Matt. Let's talk about what this looks like, right? Like in a cyberpunk world where there's flying cars, what does a blockade look like to me?
I mean, I would say that coming out of the tunnel, right as we meet the exit, I mean, it's just a blockade top to bottom.
Yeah.
But the sides are still somewhat open.
I wanna take
They're like
that.
center mass of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But there's still gaps where the cars that were
Where the cars are
driving.
driving on the side. Oh, that's so
Exactly.
cool. So we see, I think what we get is you're like looking behind you, right? You look back forward and you see the walls, like the cement walls closing. Here's my question. Is it the outside of it that you have to now navigate with cars that are driving, or do you want that shot of the doors closing, you're trying to make it out in time?
I want the shot of the doors closing, and I need to make it out in time.
I love it. So we see like the holographic warning signs flashing
Absolutely.
and the cement doors closing. You're gonna roll move for me, and then do you have anything here, any sort of edges here that will help you?
One trait that I would use is I'm untouchable. I mean, I
Right.
am an elite assassin.
Yep.
You know, Black Ops, DEFCON 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been in this scenario before. I really know how to navigate in any
Yep.
type of transportation. I mean, I can do it all.
Yeah.
So I'm untouchable.
Yeah, you're the ace.
I'm the ace up the sleeve, and I need to be able to move. So I'm gonna take my untouchable.
Great.
And I'm gonna take
Take that move die.
The move.
That's your
the move
D12.
die.
That's your good
That's
one.
my D12. I'm ready to go.
So this is going to be a desperate action because these things are closing. That means you need to get an 8.
we need to get Ricardo Sanchez out.
gotta
I need
get
to
Ricardo
make
Sanchez
sure
out.
that they're both okay.
Yep.
I gotta get us out.
8 to succeed and 11 to fully succeed.
Big money, no
There you go.
whammies.
Good luck.
Six.
6. So you need 2.
I'm using my energy die.
Use it. Yep.
We
use
take
it.
risks here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Risk it for the
You
biscuit.
need a 2 or better on this energy die.
3.
Oh, 3.
Yes. Okay. So
God.
That's a success.
that's a mixed success here because that's a 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a mixed success. It means you get what you want, but it comes at a price. You get through that barricade, right? Describe for me that moment where you like just barely scrape through.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously Ray was doing a fantastic. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Flare.
Flair was doing the best she could to fend off these armored trucks. Brooke unfortunately lost her target while she was in her user interface in front of her. And for me, as the cement tunnels were closing in on us, at the last second, I knew that the only desperate action that we could take was to do a full whip. We're 90 degrees. We're on our side.
Oh, you're on
now.
your side,
We're on
flying
the
through.
side. We're on the side. I'm making sure everybody's good in the car. Whipped it. It's 90 degrees. We make it past. Blink of an eye. We're gone.
Yeah, those doors close and you hear boom, boom, boom as those armored vehicles collide into the wall behind you.
Absolutely.
But the drones made it through. So those drones, realizing what just happened, out of the bottom of their units. Originally, you thought they were just like surveillance drones, right? They were just like following you to be able to like figure out where you're going and track you. But you notice that a compartment like pops out, and we get the shot of like a gun dropping down, and it turns, and it has a little laser sight on it, and it points right at Ricardo Sanchez, right in the car. So y'all got this child that you have to take care of here. What do you want to do?
I want to like jump onto it's Ricardo, right?
Ricardo Sanchez.
Ricardo
yeah.
Sanchez. So I see that the lasers are pointing at him. I jump into the back seat and I just like I'm covering him. And I tell him to get down.
You're gonna roll probably, it could be move because you're trying to like get there on time.
But like my fight die is better.
And this is gonna be a desperate roll because you're literally, well, you're jumping in front of gunfire to protect this person. It's an 8 for a mixed success and 11 for a full success.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
You're not doomed. You're not doomed. You got a D10 and a D4. Oof, that's a 5.
It's a 5.
Do you want to roll that energy die?
What do I need to hit again?
You need an 8. So that is a 3 or greater. You have a 50%
chance.
50-50?
I mean, you just
Yeah,
came
I'm
back from
risking it.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, 50%.
Come on, right.
50%.
That's a 5! Yes! I love it.
I love the risk. I love the risk.
I will take that die.
Stressful. Yeah, take it. It's all yours. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Great. Describe for me what happens here. How do you keep them safe?
All right. So I'm shoving him down between the seats, like, and he's kind of like emotionless, not registering that I'm like even just forcing him as hard as I can.
Right.
And I am just unbreakable, right? So like my back, like, is there like armor or something? Or
what if we get that? What if we get a shot of like there's like a bunch of different metal plates that are underneath your skin almost, and like as you do this, they activate and they like pop out
and like
up,
an armadillo or something.
Yeah.
So I'm hunching over him and I'm feeling good. I think he's pretty protected.
Yeah, so we just get like the clang, 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 clang.
Yeah.
The whole side of the car has been ripped open at this point.
I was gonna say, is it homegirl in the back seat?
So y'all in the back, you're all in the back seat, and the door and the window just get like ripped to shreds, and now you hear the like rush of the tunnel going by, right? All these cars, there's like honking, you're hearing like warnings going off, alarms going off, but when all that is said and done, you pull yourself off, and Ricardo Sanchez is safe there in your arms for the moment. You still have these 2 drones to worry about. Who wants to do something about that?
I want to do something about the drones. Yeah. So unfortunately, Brooke earlier, what's your name again? Blythe, she failed, but she's still in the game. I'm gonna pull her out from the back seat where she's sitting next to Ricardo and next to Flair. She's gonna take the wheel. Okay, because what I'm doing is I'm rolling down my window and I'm getting on top of the car. I'm going to use my cloak blades to jump off and jump from drone to drone and take them out.
Wow, this
I'm getting rid of
it. Sounds incredibly risky.
But I'm going all in.
Gotta go all in.
I'm going all in to save Ricardo. And what you guys don't understand is, listen, I was a Black Ops assassin. I've been in situations way worse than this. And I trust both of you.
All right, I believe.
I'm taking these drones out.
Great. Right. So what's the shot that we get, Blythe, as you take over the wheel? What happens here?
All right. So I hop into the front seat, and because I have the obtain access, I can actually make the car control itself and
I love it.
Go.
So we get you like hacking that same like you hack into the car and it like autopilots from your brain.
So it can autopilot. So I can still do stuff in the car if needed, or like pull Ricardo up, whatever.
This would have been a little helpful earlier.
We're discovering it as we go. It's all good. I love it.
I'm gonna have you to jump out the car.
I'm gonna have you make a roll to see how well you're able to interface with that. But as you're making that roll, go ahead and make that roll. It's gonna be what would that be? Hack probably, and your neural interface.
Or is it obtain access?
Obtain access. That's what you're gonna use. Okay. We're gonna jump back to you, Kakashi. Kakashi, we're gonna do this thing. We see Blythe take the wheel and Kakashi climbs on top of the car.
I want to change. I had a better idea. I should have looked at my edges more.
That's okay. Let's say you climb out onto the roof and we see you're about to jump to the drone.
Can I stop him?
And you're like,
is there something I can do to like negotiate with
You're
him?
like, wait a second.
I can do something different.
Yeah, exactly.
I realize.
We see you like looking at the drones and being like, Oh man.
And I realize that I'm also an incredible voice replicator, my cyberware. So what I'm doing is these drones are actually being controlled by men back at the facility.
For sure they are.
And I'm calling into their pods where they're controlling these drones to tell them that you need to tail off. We're leaving. Like, we're getting out of here. You're done. This mission is no more.
So that sounds like either hack or talk to me.
I'm hacking with
You're
my
hacking.
voice replicator.
Okay, great. So hack and voice replicator. It's gonna be, this is gonna be risky. It's not as desperate as jumping from
I would say
place
it's pretty
to place.
controlled.
Yeah, you can do it. I'm believing you.
Oh,
There you go.
8.
8.
That's
There
an
you go.
8, so that's
Perfect.
a mix. That's a mixed success here. The drones peel off as you do this, right?
it.
Nice.
I want to get the shot of what you say that makes them do this though. So like we get the shot of inside the facility where they're being controlled, and like the people on the comms, right, are giving them commands, and then all of a sudden there's like static on their end, and then they start hearing a different voice that sounds like their voice. What do you tell them here?
Niner.
Yeah, this is Niner.
This is Overwatch. Please be advised that the target, Ricardo Sanchez, is no longer in the car.
Confirming Ricardo Sanchez is not in the car. Over.
Your mission has ended.
Copy. Over. And the two drones like peel off, right? Totally socially engineered. So it's a mixed success. You get what you want, these drones peel off. But as we cut back to that facility where this is happening, they're like freaking out about being hacked, right? And they're like, find out where this is coming from. And they're able to trace where that call came from, essentially. They know where you are. They've put a tracker on you. So we get like on the map, right? Like a bling, bling, bling. As that happens, you get a call over your intercoms, right? Your like personal comms. We're gonna choose who your handler is here. We're gonna go Moonshine. Yeah, Moonshine's gonna be your handler here. So Moonshine comes over the comms. You know Moonshine is sort of an older woman with graying hair and sort of some pockmarks on her face. And she pops up in the HUD on the, in the car, essentially. Hey, y'all all right over there? What's happening?
Hey, Moonshine. we got ourselves in a little bit of a predicament here.
Yeah, I can tell. All of our alerts are going off here. What's going on?
Yeah, we got the target. We got Ricardo Sanchez, but it turns out the Darwin Institute knows that we have him, and we believe that they're tracking us right now.
Yeah, Vale has a big old tracker on their head now. Y'all need to get to the drop location here soon before they find you with Ricardo Sanchez. I'm gonna ping you the location now, and you get this flow of information to your HUD.
We know the tracker's on us, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send off my holographic clone in a different direction.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna leave the car and take him off the scent. Can I put the tracker on the holographic clone?
I'm gonna have you hack it.
I was
Are
gonna
they
say,
tracking
You
him?
could hack it.
So I either
Yeah, they're
have
tracking him.
I either
Oh,
have
okay.
a
You made the call.
I have a hacker where I can obtain access to that, or I can jam it. So I could jam it so that it would turn it off.
So why don't you roll to
Cool.
jam that thing and
Cool.
see if that works?
Absolutely.
And then why don't you roll to put your clone out?
Cool.
And that sounds like move to me.
Ooh,
14.
nice.
14, that's a full success. Tell me how this happened.
The car is half open already because
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have the wind's blowing in our hair. Our good friend
hair.
Kakashi over here brings up the idea to send his clone away with the tracker.
Yeah.
I say, let me hack into it real quick. I'll jam it temporarily until we can transfer it over to the
Holographic clone.
holographic clone, and we'll send it on its way.
So we
I'm
successfully jammed it.
boom, boom, boom.
Successfully jammed it. You want to send that holographic clone
Great
off?
job, Blythe.
That'll
Yep.
secure that they can't find you right now.
Yeah, and this is, I feel like this is a controlled decision.
You know, I actually will agree because your drones have gone, the cars behind you are gone, and you just jammed that signal.
I just got to make this roll.
Yep, a six,
All right.
a 6 or higher here.
6 or higher. Come on.
Oh.
14.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, describe. You do this perfectly. Describe for me how this happens.
To enable my holographic clone,
Yeah.
I have to do hand signals. I have
Sure.
to these hand formations in a very specific order.
Right.
This is one of my jutsu.
Yeah.
And so I did all the necessary hand signals, and now my holographic clone has come out of my body. The tracker that has now been jammed has been removed from my body, and we have popped it straight into the holographic clone.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm still on top of the car when I try to use the voice
yeah.
replication. So
Oh my god.
we're actually still on top of the car, And what we do is slow motion.
Of course.
It's
this is
like,
the moment.
It's like 240p slow down,
Yeah.
or 240 frames a second slowed down right now. We made it out the tunnel. It's a very starry night. The moon's on our backs. What we need to do before we part ways, the holographic clone, we need to put our arms on each other's shoulders, deep look in the eye.
Yeah.
And that's what transfers over the information of what the holographic clone needs to do.
Got it. It's like a neural link.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's gone. He's
Boom.
gone.
Off the
There he
side. I think he
goes.
jumps down into the, into the streets below, and we see like police patrol cars that were sort of coming after you, like dip down.
Yeah.
Right? And follow the clone.
My clone has a name too.
What's the clone's name?
Itachi.
You get the coordinates for where you're supposed to go. It is a hotel on the very top floor, room 105A. This hotel is called the Lullaby. So I think we get this shot of the whole city stretching out before you, right? You've all successfully escaped from those tunnels, and we're getting these giant holographic advertisements that your car, your black matte DeLorean, is like flying through, and we see the Lullaby here. Brooke, what does it look like? Like, what is the
It's a very modern, like all white building, lots of windows, very tall, just really, modern and sleek.
There's sort of like, I love the idea too that there's sort of a holographic layer on top of it, right? And it creates this like opalescence over the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's
one of the
very popular.
amenities of this hotel
Yeah.
is that they have water fountains that spew Coke energy.
There we go.
Just walk through, fill up your cup.
Yep.
We're just gonna hard cut into you all in the hallway of the Lullaby. We see Ricardo Sanchez holding somebody's hand. Whose hand do you think he's holding here? Probably yours, because you
Yeah, I was like
protected
covering
him.
it.
She said,
I'm attached.
So you're holding his hand as you're all making your way forward, and you see that life starts to come to his eyes a little bit. He's very much coming down from probably some sort of sedative he was on or something that was like keeping him at bay.
Tranquilizer, yeah.
Tranquilizers keeping him
Yeah.
at bay there. And motion starts to come into his face, and his eyes like do like a weird blinky thing, like cyborg style.
Like he's turning on.
Yeah. And he looks up at you almost like a baby duck.
Oh my god.
Imprinting, and you just get this like moment of clarity that like this is a person, right? There is life in there that you didn't expect. And so as you make your way to 105A, this room, you're outside the front door. As you walk in, this is a beautiful hotel, right? So the inside is opulent.
say that word again?
Opulent.
I've never heard that word in my life.
It's like beautiful. So what we get here is this floor to ceiling, like 2-story window that's at the back wall. And we see the whole city reaching out through this glass window. An advertisement for like a beauty product, right? There's like a woman whose giant holographic face is like turning and like wiping. You know what I mean? Like we're getting that sort of
Does
image
she
out
look
these
good?
windows. She looks good.
She looks good.
And silhouetted against that window is a person sitting in a chair, hands on the armrests. You're not able to see their face or anything yet because of the bright lights. As you make your way forward, this person doesn't move. We get the swing of an overhead transport vehicle, and they have these spotlights on the bottom. We see one of those massive transport vehicles gliding overhead, and through the skylight above all of you, that light passes through. And as it does, you see the person sitting in that chair. They're wearing stark white robes. They have a pendant around their neck. And they have a bullet hole right through their head. As that happens, you hear the door close behind you. And you feel guns press into your backs. And from around the corner comes a man in the darkness. His collar illuminates, and you can see his face. This is the face of Benson Blair.
No.
And he says to you,
Welcome, child.
and that's where we're gonna stop episode 1.
Oh no.
All right, that was it for episode 1 of our journey. Thank you so much, Coke Energy. We appreciate and love you, and we will see you for the next episode.